Hi guys, just looking to do a little bit of a rabbitry update. It's been September, I think, was my last rabbitry update that I did. When I came back from the convention there in October, I did bring back a pair of sandy Flemish Giants with me, a doe and a buck. And we just have these two, and she's bred there right now. We're hoping she'll have babies in about another 30 days. And then we also have some mini Rex that I have. This is one of the little guys I brought back with me. This is Braveheart. And he's a nice little mini Rex buck. And he's just a young fella. He's under a year. And then I also purchased, this is Puff. And Puff is the daughter of Fluff, who is a ruby-eyed white mini Rex doe that I still have. She's just in my house right now, due to have babies. And that's her mother. So she is currently bred to Braveheart. So hopefully we'll get some babies out of them. Sorry about the pause there, I had to check on the dogs. Then I also have Smoke. Smoke is a blue mini Rex buck. I actually owned him previously, about a year and a half ago, and I sold him to a rabbitry in Nova Scotia. And I bought him back. And I don't have anybody in there right now. I have a lilac otter doe that I have in the house. She was supposed to be bred, but I can't feel anything, so we rebred her to a lilac. So it'll be a lilac to lilac otter cross. I do have a chocolate doe here right now. This is Minty. And Miss Minty is currently bred to a lilac. So we are hoping to get some chocolates or lilacs or that. I'm really trying to get chocolates right now because I seem to have all blacks and blues. This here is Miss Annie. And Miss Annie is actually one of the ones that I brought back. She's molting here awful. I actually brought back from the convention. And she's got super, super, super nice fur. So my plans are is to breed her with Smoke. And in hopes of getting some otters, because Smoke does carry some otter in the background. And I really want to get some otters and some chocolates going in the breeding program. So I'm a little short for does out here right now. I have a black mini Rex doe who was bred to this guy here, Braveheart. And they produce 3 ruby-eyed whites, 3 blacks, and 1 broken black. So she had 7 in the litter, but she's a bigger doe. And I also have a ruby-eyed white Fluff, who's Puff's mother, at home. She's also bred to Braveheart. So she's due tomorrow, so she'll have something any day now. And so that's what I really have for mini Rex. I also have a broken black mini Rex doe right now at my sister's place. She was bred to Smoke, who is the blue mini Rex buck here. And they produced a solid tort, 2 blacks, 2 broken blacks. The tort was a peanut though. So the 8 of that litter, and then next we are going to cross the broken black doe with the lilac and see, just out of curiosity, what they will produce, because we would like to get some lilacs or even some chocolates, like I said. Seems like we have a lot of black-based babies. So yeah, it should be interesting to see what we get out of that. Battery's kind of running low here on the phone, so I'm not sure how much longer I have. Just to kind of do a little bit of an update here. So, it is February. Yes, today is the 17th, I believe, so it's quite... We just had a storm yesterday, so we got all this extra snow, probably 20 to 30 centimeters. So just to kind of do a little bit of a rabbitry update to show you the building here. I can't remember if I showed you the building that I had purchased there last summer or not. I have my solar panel, which I use for my light. My light isn't you know, a very strong light, but it works great for what I use here. And I mean, when you're out here in the dark, because there's no electricity and no water that runs out to the barn, so we gotta haul buckets of water out. But it works great when you're out here in the barn by yourself, and you know, it's easier than holding a flashlight. So this here is Miss Ruby, and Ruby is about 14 months old, I believe. She's a sandy doe. And then we have Roy, who is a ham, and he's all about the attention. So there are a couple of rabbits that I picked up while I was in Pennsylvania. So we're hoping to get some babies. Ruby actually had a litter there a couple of days ago. We didn't think she was bred because she was due the early last week, and then a couple of days after her due date, she actually had 8 babies, but she didn't look after them and didn't build a nest, so they didn't make it. So we just rebred her back to the buck, and hopefully that we'll have some Sandy Flemish in a couple of weeks' time. We have quite a few litters of mini racks too. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I have 5 or 6 does that'll be due in the next month. Kind of down on rabbits here right now. It's hard to believe, but I actually have empty cages. Barn's kind of a disaster, but this was just another unit that I had built just as something temporarily. Some of them don't even have doors in them yet. So these are just temporary cages that I had built to have for the mini racks in case I run out of space.